What's up guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Jordan and this will officially be my first ever YouTube video. Behind me here is my 79 series Land Cruiser I've been building over the last few months. It was white before, it's black now, 202 black. And today we'll be putting in the flipped arms kit. That's like a radius arm kit like your Superior kit, but it flips the radiuses at the bottom of the diff to the top to give you a bit more clearance. At the same time achieving the caster correction. So yeah, let's get into it. We'll just go over why we're installing the radius arm kit. So at the moment the radius arms are on the bottom of the diff, so we're going to relocate them to the top so it'll flip the arm, give you a lot more clearance under here, and also fix up the caster correction. I have a 5-inch Superior lift in it at the moment. And you can see how much the diff is rolled. So your pinion angle usually should be 5 to 7 degrees from factory. I think on a Toyota it's 5 degrees. So it's rolled right forward at the moment. You can see the springs aren't liking that at all. So yeah, I'm going to pull the whole diff out and dismantle everything, cut the old tags off, and yeah, weld new ones on. Now I'm not going to bother to measure the pinion angle already. You can pretty easily tell that it's out to lunch. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and fix it up. So I'm going to strip the entire front end out now. Shockies, coils, all the steering. Also strip all the hubs and brakes off to make it nice and light for myself, because I am doing this on my own. And then I will rebuild all the hubs on Reassemble. Never actually had anything to do with swivel hubs before. Done Land Cruiser wheel bearings, but that's about the height of it. Just a new learning experience. This is absolutely seized. What's going on here? I've got new ones of these anyway, so I'm not too worried about destroying them, and they're pretty ugly. With these nuts on these hubs, you sort of just leave them on there a little bit, and you want to tap it to release the cone lock. If you take the nut off, the cone will just fly completely off, so just want to give it a tap, knock those cones out. Alright, they're all released. You can continue pulling the nuts off. The reason I decided to start this YouTube channel is because I use YouTube for everything. It's how I learn everything, it's how I figure out how to do things. So I thought, why not give back a bit? I'm in the shed all day, every day, working on things. I thought, why not just record everything that I do, and if people like it, they like it. If not, well, who cares?
locking nut in here. It's like full of dirty, watery grease. Wasn't that tight, which is good. I think I'm going to buy the proper tool to reassemble these, just so I can get the preload correct. One nut, and the locking washer, if I can get this out, to get out of here. Come on, there we go. And then we have another nut. It's your preload nut. It's been a long time since I've worked on these. I think 5 years, the last Land Cruiser that I've worked on. Come on. Right, that's that. Now, I'm going to pull the caliper off, so that will allow us to pull the rotor off. Okay. Two caliper bolts, and I'm going to pull this line off as well. Usually you wouldn't pull this line off, you'd move the caliper out of the way, but I'm going to clean these up and paint them. So, and I've already pulled the line off the diff as well, so just rag under here. And just put that back in the caliper. Alright. Nice. It's a squirter. Okay, 19 mil. Okay, let me pull this off. I forgot about that. Some shit everywhere. Oh, that feels absolutely nasty. Ugh. Oh, what is going on here? Oh no. The bearings are destroyed. Well, hopefully the rebuild kit comes with these. I don't know. We'll see. It also has cones on the bottom. Bearings jammed in this kingpin. There we go. Oh, it won't come off. With the seals on the back. Metal, rubber, and then this fucking thing. Oh, shit. That axle was seen better days. Alright. Well, that's not ideal. That's probably why we have I don't know, contamination and shit. Anyway, there we go. That hub is stripped.
Both hubs are stripped. Alright, so we've got all the... Oh my god, it's so windy. Anyway, we've got all the hubs dismantled, swivel hubs. Should be a lot lighter now for me to lift out. So we'll just keep going, pull the shocks off, radius, rod, yeah, drop it out. There we go. I don't think I would be able to lift that myself with all the hubs on there, so it made it a lot easier stripping it down, which I needed to do anyway. As you can see, those seals, and there we have it. Alright, so we got the front end out there. Now we've got to continue on and cut all the brackets off the diff, so there's going to be a very painful and time consuming job. So these are the brackets I need to cut off. All around here, that weld, that completely off, and the same on this side, completely cut these off so we can weld the new ones in place on the other side. Oh well, there we go. We've got all the brackets off both sides. Wasn't as bad as anticipated, which is good. So now I just got to clean all these up, because you'll see all this and the new brackets will weld on top where it's already nice and clean. have it. The diff is all completely ground back of the old mounts, ready to weld the new ones on the top. So now I'm just going to mock it up under the car and tack it in place. Alright, I've got everything tacked in place here now. I've just got the degree gauge, so I'll just zero this. And I actually did a bit of research, and the optimal pinion angle is 1 to 3 degrees. So there we go, 3 degrees. That's what it was before. Yeah, I'm going to leave it roughly there at 3 degrees. I think that is pretty good at ride height here. So now I'm going to pull the whole diff back out and finish welding it up. Trying to make sure this coil will clear here. It's going to be close. Sure what I should do there. So what I decided to do here for it to clear the spring is just jam this punch in here so it folds it a little bit, like that, and then once I weld it I'll pull the punch back out just to give it a little bit of clearance so it doesn't squeak. Alright, we're finally done with the welding and grinding. It took hours and hours. So we got the top brace on. There's been welds. And on this side. So now I'm just going to give it a paint. Oh, we also have the brace in here and then a brace underneath too. Just roll it back a bit. There's the other brace. And on the other side. Yeah, so now I'm going to give it a bit of a paint and then reinstall it. Let's go. So just been shopping, got some caliper paint, some more TXT coating, wheel bearing kits and swivel hub rebuild kits, and then I had to buy some spindles too because one of the spindles is destroyed and also this CV is destroyed, so I've ordered a new CV as well that's coming tomorrow. Pretty expensive exercise. Welcome back. We're on day 3 now. It's taken a lot longer than expected, but it is also a lot of work considering I'm doing all the front end and painting everything. So we have everything drying overnight here, the calipers, backing plates, and then the kingpins and steering arms. Then we have the diff all painted up, looking nice. These are my welds and there's Toyota's welds, so I don't know which is worse. Alright, let's get this bad boy in. Now I did paint the balls as well. I have seen a couple of people do this just to protect them from rusting, so they should be okay. You can actually see like a wear line from the where the seal's been running, so yeah, hopefully the paint makes them last a lot longer. We got it all back in place. What an absolute nightmare it was to get in. I painted everything and then trying to do it on my own, I ended up just scratching the hell out of it, which is rather annoying, but what do you do? Yeah, looking good. Got all the new races in here. Bearing matched up there, same on the other side. I was supposed to get a new one of these, forgot. I'll get a new bolt because it looks ugly. And this bolt here, I'm gonna have to, like, it's got clearance here now, but I'm gonna have to cut it down once it's tight because it's gonna hit the spring. And you can't actually get the bolt in through the other way. So, one problem, easy problem. But yeah, she's looking good. So now I'm just gonna go and assemble all the swivel hubs. I've got everything cleaned and painted up here. I had to buy new spindles because the other one, the bearing, was destroyed, and I'm not going to buy one, I might as well buy two. So new spindles, brakes are painted and painted the hubs, new bearing races, Yes, the rotor's painted, but as soon as you go for a drive, it will leave a nice line around here, so not to worry. One new CV joint, all new sealed. So let's get it back together. That's one side done, stubs on, it's all torqued up, it's nice, all new bolts. Alright, now to do the other side. Alright, that's the other side done. All new bolts, looking good. We're done after 3 whole days. What a mission. Everything is back together. I'm just about to put the wheels on. These are absolute junk. The Chinese, I got them on eBay thinking they were acing, but they're not. So like the cones don't even really go in there properly, so they're going in the bin. And I need to make a brake line. I'm running out of time here, I'm about to go away, so that'll be for next time, because the brake line can't run through here anymore. Need to make a new one, but that's all good. I've got all the benders and line to do that. This, I need a new steering rod. It's a bit old and shitty, not a fan. And there is the track rod on the back is bent like a banana. I don't know if you can see that, but it's not ideal, so that's also going in the bin. Get a new one of those. Other than that, I think she's all good, so we'll get it on the ground and flex it up, measure the pinion height. Yeah, I know there's no bump stop in here either. Haven't got around to getting some new ones, so that is another job to do, but she is looking good. Let's get these wheels on. Alright, now I'm pissed off. The fucking wheel doesn't even go on. Big as these are that shit. Man, you can't make this shit up. Like, man, that is not ideal. Fuck's sake. What's going on here? Yeah, it's like just too high. Fucking hell. Oh, let's try the other wheel. Well, that wheel also doesn't fit. Absolute garbage. There's nothing worse than doing things twice. Look at this garbage. Absolute junk. What do they say? Poor man pays twice. Fuck's sake. So I actually had to grind these down with a grinder to make them fit. It'll be going straight in the bin as soon as I get new ones. Alright, she's all back on the ground, and we'll just check this pinion height, see how it's looking. There we go. 3 degrees. Still some clearance on the track rod. Looking good. So yeah, the last thing to do is just make this brake line. I have some of the speed flow fittings and the line, but I need to get a couple more, so I reckon I'll just buy some new flexies, mount them up, and then make the new Bundy tube throughout there. That would be a job for later. Alright, I've decided I'm going to make the brake line and just get it out of the way. Yeah, I'm going to do that now. Alright, here's the brake line that we need to make. 2 of them. It's a factory one, another factory one. We've got the 3/16 Bundy tube. I have it in stainless and steel. It's not really going to matter. Might just do it in stainless, looks a bit nicer. And usually I would use these aerofoil or speed flow tube nuts, and then you just put an insert into, like you buy one of these inserts and the tube nut will screw onto the back of it with a -3. So it's a lot nicer, and you only need a single flare too. It's so much easier, but I don't have any and I can't get any at the moment, so I have some 3/16 tube nuts, so I'm just gonna have to do that. And by the looks, it's a double flare. I've got a double flare tool here, so we'll get into it. And I also have the Aeroflow straightener, which makes things so easy. And I have the benders as well, but yeah, feed it through the straightener, it straightens the tube out. Makes life a lot easier and makes the job a lot neater. Look at that. Makes life so easy. Going in like a circle and coming out straight. A little adjuster here, different hose sizes. I think I might go and get some new tube nuts, because these are slightly different. It threads in, but it's a little bit loose in there, and I don't want to risk it. So I'll see what I can find, and I don't want to I mean, I can cut these off and reuse them, but I don't want to do that. Alright, we got the lines done. Completely forgot I don't have the tools to flare these stainless lines, so that was a waste of time. Made the new ones out of steel and just painted them black. Here's the old lines, so they're much different. So yeah, anyway, let's chuck them on. Alright, there's the new lines in, looking good. So we have this one going over the top into the T, and the other one down here through the inside of this radius arm into there. New lines on here. Finally, job done. Look at that. got her on the ground, looking nice. There we are, it's the finished product on the ground. Pinion angle is looking good. There we go. Well, there you go guys, the conversion's all done. Turned out really well. I'm very happy with it. Took me a long time, about 3 days, so it was a lot more than expected, but you know, when you take your time and do things properly, I guess that's how long it takes. So if you have noticed that I haven't done something correctly, please let us know in the comments. I'd rather know than not to know. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, give us a like, subscribe. We got a lot more to do on the old cruiser. It's come a long way in the last few months, and a bigger journey ahead. So yeah, anyway guys, cheers for watching.